I am 25. I moved to US like 2 years ago, and currently I don't have any practical experience in IT, but I spent some time in a consultancy, doing some training, and so I know like how these things work and the interview thing and all that. Like I'm pretty familiar with this culture.
Mhm.
So yeah, and now I'm trying to get into IT as possible. That's yeah,
So you're looking for informatica, right?
yeah, from idea.
Right. So any idea why you can choose the informatica?
It's because it's like it wouldn't need me, to write like to learn the programming languages and all that because my education is in commerce,
Right,
so I
right.
don't have any
So this is not the
programming language.
command-based level, right? There is no any statements. This is just like a design parts, right? So this is the informatica, like a design parts. This is the one of the ETL. What is the ETL? Any idea?
It's a yeah, extract, transform, load.
Okay,
I mean I yeah watched some videos. I took a couple classes like a few months before, so
okay,
I know the basic concepts of informatica
okay.
and
So
data warehouse and things.
right, right. So you have idea. There is no need of the introduction. Then go to the straightly
Right.
the two level. That's better, right?
Correct. Correct.
Right. So if you have the informatica developer, you should go through these are the four client applications: designer, workflow, manager, monitor, repository manager. So D for designer, you can build the job, right? Workflow manager, you can execute the jobs. Which job you are executing, you can see the job status. That is the monitor. So repository
Okay.
means you can add the repository. You can add the folders. So this is like a mini administrator. So within my training, I can cover the
Mm-hmm.
development part and also administrator part also, right? Administrator. So administrator means you can create the repository. Which repository created as an administrator, the repository you
Mm-hmm.
can add as a developer. So with help of the designer, you can log into the repository. Now I connecting into the designer. Within that, one of the repository is there. Here, my repository name ANR trainings. This is the my repository.
Okay.
I need to connecting into the here with my credential. I connecting into the my repository. So within my repository, you have multiple folders are there. I open the one of the folder here. ANR trainings is the one of the folder. So, right. ETL, right? ETL means
Right.
you can extract the
Extract,
data,
transform,
but
and
what
load.
type of data you are going to extract?
Yeah,
What type
it's
of
like it depends on
hmm,
what data we are working on, like
okay. Simply you
from
can
the
say
database.
right. Simply you can say different sources, right? Different source
Okay.
systems. One of the source system like a different relation databases, Oracle, SQL Server, Teradata, DB2. These are all the relation databases in the market. Or one more
Mm-hmm.
flat files, or one more XML files, right? So simply you can
Okay.
say if or extract the data from the different source systems. This is the E.
Okay.
So if for extraction. Once you have get the
Extract,
data from the client, what you have to do? Your source data is ready.
transform it.
You can use the business logic, right? That is like
Mm-hmm.
a transformation. Within the Informatica, you have the multiple business logics are there. I can show the all the practically I will show the logic. See here, these are all the business logic like a update strategy, expression function, filter out the data, aggregator, so join the data, store procedures, rank. So these are all the business logics. According to your client requirement, you can use the your business logic. Then after business logic, what you have to finally loading into the target, right? The target may be data warehouse or any database.
Oracle.
Any, not only
Okay.
Oracle, any database. Okay.
Any
So,
database.
so here, this is the ETL. If you want to learn informatica, you should be have the some of the technology that require the pre-requesting. SQL, did you have any idea SQL?
I can write like, I mean, simple queries like, select a star from this and that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So DDL, DML statements are there in the database level. These are all the requirement. Update strategy, update data, insert the data, delete the data, drop, discover. So some of the statements are there. So you should have the basic idea about the SQL. I can explain that. These are all the within my point. I can explain these are all the things what you require. This is the first technology. Then data warehouse.
Okay.
Finally, you are loading in the data warehouse, right? You should have an idea. What is the data warehouse? What is the fact table? What is the dimension table? What is the data map? What is the star schema? What is the slope schema? So this type of knowledge you should have that, like a data warehouse. In the right environment, with your servers is run on the Unix. You should have some of the Unix bases also. So I can share the Unix documents also. See, so
Okay.
databases, Unix, data warehouse concepts. So these three technologies also is pre-required for informatica. Okay, so I can explain Oracle, data warehouse, Unix, then informatica. Okay.
And yeah, one question. So,
Yes, please.
like, I didn't get it. Like, what's the relation with Informatica and Oracle? Like, Informatica is an ETL tool, right?
Right, right.
And Oracle, like
Oracle
how
is one of
Oracle
the
comes
database.
into
One of the
Informatica.
database. One of the
Okay.
database,
So
but yeah,
uh-huh.
you should be have some
So
relationship.
mm,
How to connect with it. These are all the connections I will explain within my training.
okay. So we will be using Oracle as the database in professional environments.
Yes, yes, yes. Without the source here, I am using this is one of the job, right? You can see my job. Here, this is the Oracle database, EMP table. Within my database, why you can this command? Any idea? Settler command. But maybe this statement you have idea.
Yeah.
So let's start from EMP. This EMP table, 8 columns are there, 14 rows are there. So this table I am going to connecting into the informatical scheme right here, EMP. So this is my source. Sorter is there. This is my business logic. Target table also Oracle. That is like my target table. How is look like the job? ETL, right? Simple logic. ETL job. So here, with help of the designer, you are going to build the ETL jobs. The job you are going to execute where? Workflow. With help of the sessions. Here, some of the sessions you are going to ordering. With once executed here, you can see the job status where? Monitoring here. Your job is maybe success or maybe failure. You can see the job status here. Right, guys? So these
And
three tools
yeah,
you are going to work on that. First of all,
do you have the like charts and pictures of like the step-by-step things so that I can have a look and like try to remind them?
right, right, right. So these are the three tools you are going to work on as a developer. As a developer. Okay? Understood, right? And follow me. Mirja.
Yeah, I'm following.
Right. So simply here I can explain the architecture. What is architecture here? These are the client components, manager, designer, workflow manager, workflow manager. These client components. But here, several components also there. Repository, integration service here. How to create the integration service, how to create the repository, I can explain within my running sessions. What is the repository? So,
And
with
what's the meaning of client components? Like, how
client
you define the
components,
client
these are the
components?
4. Client components means as a developer, you can use these 4 components. If you want to run this is the development environment, you should be have some administrators. The repository should be have that. For example, here you are connecting it. This is the repository, right? Without this repository, you cannot connect with it, right, guys? Mirja, yes or no? This is my repository. Without this thing, how to connect with it? There is no meaning of that. So this is the repository. How to connect with it? Within the administrator. See, you can see my desktop right here. This is the administrator. So within the administrator, you can create the repository. Which repository you created, this repository you can use the as a developer. Repository can create it to administrator only.
Okay, and repository are like tasks we created.
No, only administrator only created here. Once create the administrator, this repository as a developer you can add within your development environment. Administrator department is different, development role is different. That's all right. Two things are there.
And no, yeah, I asked what exactly repository mean? They are like steps or tasks?
Yes, this is one of the tasks. Yeah. Here you can use the step-by-step things. Here, these are all the things. How to create that multiple things. So step by step I can explain. Then you can understand this. Right. So based on here, once create this repository, you can add the here in the designer. Once add that, you connect with here, then you can create the multiple folders. Within the folders, here sources, targets, mapping, something there, right? Sources means if you want to build a job, you should be have the source, right? What type of source here? We have the different types of sources are there. Flat file, Oracle, XML file, these all the things I already imported. How to import? I can explain these all the things here. Import database or maybe file or maybe XML file or maybe COBOL as per client requirement. So these are all the things I can give the practical knowledge. Okay, source is available. Whatever the targets, target should be there, right? Without target, you cannot do that. So go to connect with the target designer.
Once we load the files, from which we call sources, and then what's the meaning of targets?
The source after logging that source is ready, then loading into the final data warehouse, right? That is like a target or maybe database, right? See, this is the Oracle database. You are loading the target. This is like a flat file. This is the data warehouse path. So you should be have the source. You should be have the targets. Once you get the client data, where you have stored the after business logic, you should be have some target, right? Yes or no? So for that reason, you need to create the targets. Measure is clear.
So sources from where we
from the client,
and target is from the place where we placing the data.
Yes. Source is like a extract the data. Targets like a loading into the data. Once
the place where we load the data.
Yes, that is the target.
Okay.
In middle level, you can use the business logic, right? Yes or no? This is the logics. This is simple like ETL, like informatica. So I can give the one of the scenario, simple scenario. For example, so this is the database. Within the database, EMP table is there. Within the EMP table, DE number is there. Within the DE number, some data is there, 14 records. How it look like here? Your data is the unsorted order, right? There is no order.
Right.
Ascending order or descending order. Nothing here. But as for my client requirement, I want to sort the data. How?
Okay.
This is my scenario. Within the informatica, how to build the job. Okay? Right. Come to here. Straight to come to the designer. Within the designer, I'm go to the one of the folder here. Jan 1 folder. Okay? Jan 1 folder. Within the Jan 1 folder, I want create the new job. If you want, before you create the job, you should be verified that source is available. My source is empty, right? Source is available. I already imported it. How to import, I will later on. Okay. But here, target
From
also.
source.
Hmm, hmm. Source
Yeah.
already imported. How to import, I will
Right. Right.
explain later on. Okay, this will take the some more time.
Okay.
But here, target also is available. The targets I created. Already I created. How to create, I will later on. I will explain the later on. Okay, this is. So, source is
Okay.
available. Target also is available. So, how to build the job? Go to the mapping designer here. So, within the mapping designer, you can create the mapping. M underscore. M means the naming conversions. M underscore means mapping. Sort underscore done something. Any name there as per the requirement. Okay. My job
Okay.
is
And how
created.
you define mapping?
Go to the mapping. You can create that here. This is the navigation.
No, no. I asked like how we define mapping, the term mapping.
Term means the M underscore.
Like like what is actually mapping? How we define mapping?
Mapping define, you are going to create that, not the define here. Once you create the mapping, under the mapping, you can build the job here. See, this is the source, this is the target, this is the T. The job is like a mapping method.
Mm-hmm.
What you mean defining? Define means you can create the mapping. That's all. Under the mapping, this is the mapping, right? Yes or no? This is the mapping. This is the mapping name, you can say. Totally, this is the map. Once you have created the job, see here. Just a drag on. This is like a job building. Right. How will it look like here? This is the mapping. You are asking, this is the mapping designer. This is the mapping. This is the mapping definition. Without definition here, you cannot have the any mapping. Right. So what happened here? My source is there here. This is my source. This is my target. This is the logic. But within the logic, based on the which call we are going to sorting, DEP number as per my requirement. You can go to the job call as per your requirement. Yeah. So, but here my requirement like a job. Ascending order or descending order. Two things are there, right? Yes, sorting means you have only two, ascending or either descending. Right? I want to go to the ascending order. Click on apply, click on OK. Run the job here. See, your job should be validated. So your mapping is defined now successfully. I mean created, designed your mapping. Once your job is validated, what's the next step? You need to execute, right?
Load.
You need to execute. Once you build the job, you need to execute that. How to execute? Right. Come to the here, Jan 1 folder, right? You are going to work on that. Here. Within the Jan 1 folder, I want to create a new workflow. WF. WF means workflow. M for mapping. This is the naming conversions. Right. WF, your job name like a sorting. Okay. Underscore John something. Right. Here, session is there. Why you can use the session? Which job you are going to execute, you are going to select. This is your job name, right? M underscore short underscore job. You need to select which job you are going to execute. You should be having some link up here also, where link task is there. From the link task, you are going to link up the relationship. But one more thing here. What is your source table? Oracle, right? Target table EMP1.
Yeah.
This is also database. So from the Oracle, I am loading into the Oracle here. This is the situation that happened here. Then validate. Workflow is validated, successful. Then what have to do? Next step, execution. Start the workflow. Then where you can see the job status. In the monitor, right? See, this is your job name.
Work
Monitor. So what happened here? Your job is successful. Source is the
success.
14 records. Target get the 14 records. Your source is the MP table, right? 14 records are there. You can extract the 14 records. This 14 records is loading into the what your target table? EMP1 target table. But here, how much data is there? Should be 14 records.
14.
But 16 records, why? Why?
Oh, 6.
Already exist in the table. This first two records, already the previous job is execution. These two records is different. The 14 records is the next one, appending the data. But I don't want append the data. For that, what have to? I want only 14 records. For that, what have to? Truncate.
But where the other come from, first of all?
Sorry?
Yeah, I asked like where the other two come from.
These two from already the same job, the before job I executed. Not now, but yesterday. Yesterday I already loaded the same table. The data is already within the EMP1 table. Already two records are there. But today also I am taking the same table. So what happened? 2 records plus 14 records is added. Right? Major. But as for my requirement, I don't want these 2 records. Yes or no? I want only today's data only. This particular table. For that, what have to? Very simple logic. Go to the mapping. EMP1. Here, truncate one option there, right? Enable that. Apply. Click on OK. Save the job. Start the workflow. Execution. Now you can job is going to running. Again, 14 records came. Just see the table. EMP1 table, right? How much data now? 14, right? Yeah. But your data is the ascending order.
Ascending.
Right? This is your requirement. Ascending, right? If you want descending order, what have to do? Just change the order here. Instead of the ascending, go to the descending order. Just again save it. Validate. Refresh the mapping. Validate the mapping. Then start the workflow. Now go to the monitor running the job. Your job is successful. 14 records. Now you can see the output data. Right, guys? Now, how it look like?
Descending.
Descending order. So this is one of the scenarios, right? Source is the 14 records, unsorted data. As for your client requirement, you can sort the data, either ascending order or either descending order, then loading into the database. So this is the like a ETL. So same like I can show the here multiple things are there, multiple jobs are there. Scenario by scenario, I can explain.
Your voice is cutting right now.
Now it's fine. Now hear me?
Yes, it's fine.
Right. So same like right. Same like I can explain here. This is one of the job. What is the job? Aggregator. What use of the aggregator? For example, I want to find out the salary, sum of the salary, or I want to find the max salary. So this is one type of scenario, right? This is the requirement. So how to build the job? how to get the formula, right?
Build the
Go to the
job.
aggregator, go to the properties, here or port, something happen, right? Variable something here. How to create that columns? What is the group by? So this type of scenarios I can explain. For example, lookup. What is the lookup? How to build the job? How to import the lookup? So these type of scenarios. So what way to explain that? You can work on that scenario by scenario level. I can explain in the my training. Maybe you understood, right?
Mm-hmm.
The practical, not the theoretical. Theoretical you can learn it anywhere, but practically I want to show you this is the real-time scenarios as my experience
Right.
within my
Mm-hmm.
project. Here I'm asking here HR calculation, tax calculation, net salary, commission, null values. I want to remove the null values. This is the scenario. But this is a scenario like a filter out the data. How to filter out the data? Within my source, lakhs of records are there, but out of lakhs of records, I want only 10 records. That's not
Mm-hmm.
right. I want only 10 records. That is the
Yeah.
filter of the data. This is the one target.
Right. Right.
So that is one type
Mm-hmm.
of scenario. Or one more scenario, I want to join the data. I want, you have the two sources are there. I want to join the tables. How? This is one scenario. This is like a router. Router means multiple targets are there, only one source is there. How to build it here? Right. So no, this is the one type of scenario.
Yeah.
So same like a, you can execute the all the scenarios. We can build a scenario with a hands-on training experience is going on within my training. This one, any doubts, please?
No, I'm good. It's just that I think you're like maybe it's like you're just it's because it's a demo class. You're just going through everything
Overall,
in like
overall things.
like
Yes.
general way. Yeah, but yeah, for me right now it's like you're going too fast.
Yes, once I start with the training, step by step, I can explain. For example, this is the scenarios. My source is the Oracle, my target is the Oracle. How to build a job? My source is the Oracle, my target is a flat file. That's all right. This is a scenario is different.
Mm-hmm.
How to load that? Reverse order. Flat is the source, target is the database. Or my source is the XML, my target is the database. My source is XML, target also XML. How to work on that? So this scenario by scenario
Right,
level, I can explain. First of all, you should be have
right.
the
Yeah,
sources,
because what
targets.
I'm watching right now is
Hmm.
yeah, I haven't like never been to this software, so it's kind of complicated for me to look
Yes. So one more thing.
for a first time.
Yes. One more thing.
Yeah.
So as a trainer, I can
Mm-hmm.
provide the all the documents. What are you require the documents, the training documents. See here, you can see my folder, right? This is the informatica class. These are all the things I can share with you, and I can
Right.
give the training, practical training, and I can install the software on your machine. You can practice yourself. The software you can install that, and I can prepare the resume preparation, and I will take the mock interview. So these facilities
Mm-hmm.
I can provide that as a trainer.
Right. And one more question, like depending on the like how you guys build the course thing, like how many classes and what's the duration, average duration?
Right, right. So my training duration is 25 to 30 days duration, daily 1 hour, Monday to Friday.
Okay, so it's like 25 classes or 25 days.
Yes, yes. 25 days means the Monday to Friday is going on. 25 to
Okay.
30 days,
So
maybe
it's
extended, maybe 25 or maybe 30 or 35, maybe.
one month you can say.
Yes, yes, approximately either one month.
So so it would be like 22 classes as it's 5 days a week, right?
Yes, yes, 5 days, Monday to Friday.
So it would be around 20, 22, 23 classes.
Yes, approximately 25 will come. 30 days.
Uh,
30 days, right? 25 classes will come. Approximately is that. That's for your practical level. You have the fresher,
and
you
would
can
it be
extend the classes, right? If you have experienced
right?
guys, less than within the time you can complete, right? Yes or no? Fresher is a fresher, experienced guy is a experienced guy, right? So here, not only informatica, you should learn it the Oracle database commands, the basic commands, Unix commands, data warehouse concepts, then informatica. These are
Right,
four technologies. I will cover that here.
right, right. And is it like you give homeworks and
Yeah, assignment is common, right? Daily I can do the assignments. Assignment means each and
yeah, because I
everything
have
you
plenty.
can go into
Right.
hands-on experience, hands-on training. For example, this is a job. I can explain the scenario. So I can give the control to you, you can build the job in front of me. This is the within the training, you can go to the hands-on training.
Mhm. Okay, and yeah, can you also show me that training content, like step by step, like the parts we are covering and like this is the first step we cover, then we go to this and then we go to this, you know.
Yes, I will send out the course content for you. Okay,
Yeah, please.
you can go to that. You can see that. I will do that. I don't have your mail ID, but I will send to your organizer there. So your organizer will send to you. Okay?
Yeah. Or I can write my email ID right
No,
here.
no, no. I don't want that right now. I will take the after that. First of all, I will send to the your organizer. So the your organizer
Right.
forward to you. Just check it that, then confirm it. You can start that. Okay. Come to the here. Any doubts, please? As for my demo. Any doubts?
No, no doubts, but it's like if you ask me to do it right now, what you were doing, I wouldn't be able to do it. I'm quite sure about it.
Yes, yes. That is the hands-on training.
Yeah.
Each and everything I can install a
Right.
software, you can practice. Within the practice, you have some of the errors are there. I want rectify that. These all the things should be there within 30 days of the duration.
Hmm. And
This
will
is
it be
not the
like
my
more students or is just one-on-one?
yes. No, maybe added the students. I have the different batches are there.
Okay.
This is not the my first class. Almost I handle that still 15,000 of the people still. Okay. You are not the
No, no,
first.
I am asking like for me, yeah, no, no, I'm asking for me that would you be training on me like as a one-on-one basis or would there be like more students
Maybe 1:1
joining?
or maybe 1:2 or maybe 1:3. Maybe it's going on. Maybe. Please. Okay.
Hmm. And was the like
Right.
max
Right now is
one?
right now is 1:1.
Okay, so it could be 1:2 or 3.
Maybe. Maybe.
Mm.
Yes.
Uh,
Okay.
Excuse me. Hello.
Yes, Seema. Yes, please.
Yeah, hi.
Yeah, hi. Sorry, I don't know your name.
My name is
My
Nageshwara.
name is
Seema, you are.
Yeah, Nagesh, is it?
Yes, yes. Nageshwara. Yes, please.
Yeah. Yeah. Hi, Nagesh. This is Seema. I have one question.
Yes,
Will you
please.
be able to give the real-time project explanation after the training?
Not the real-time project. Within the project, what you have to do, these all the things I can explain that. Live project, I don't show that. This is not possible in the outside.
No, I mean just the explanation. How do you use Informatica in actual real-time project?
Yes. Yeah, real time means
I mean,
what you have to do in the real time. What is the project? What is the project description? What have to. These things I can explain that.
okay.
This is a project class is there. Then at the end of the class, one class, I can explain that this is a project class.
Okay.
Right. Any more questions, please?
And along with that informatica, you said you will be covering that SQL, Unix, and what all other technologies?
Data warehouse concept is required. SQL concept is required. Unix concept is required for informatica working.
Yes, and you will be teaching all of them?
So the trainee is not have any idea, I can explain that. Right? You have the idea, no need of the right explanation.
Okay.
So maybe Mirza didn't have idea. So these three technologies. So I can explain that, the basic things.
Okay.
Yes, please. Any more?
And he sent me the link which showed the informatica course content. Is it the same content you will be covering, or you have different syllabus than this?
Sorry. I'm sending my course content myself. I prepare my course content. That all I am going to give in the training.
Okay. Yeah. Even I want that course content.
I am the trainer for three technologies: informatica, data stage, Teradata. This is my own content. I'm working the last 10 years. I give the from the last 10 years. So this is the training. I can build it. Daily way, I can update it myself. This is my course content. I can build it. All right. Any more, please? Yes.
Go ahead.
Yes.
No, please go ahead.
Yeah, Mirza, please.
Yeah, I was asking, so like once we start like the regular class, we'll be starting from the first step from the introduction, right?
Yes. Right. Without introduction, you cannot understand, right? What is the source? What is the target? How to build it? How to import that? These things you should have that. Before that, you should have some oracle. For example, you can build that the source. Source should be one of the database. So database means first you can start the database oracle. Within the database, how to create the table? Should we have the idea, right? Without this knowledge, you cannot import that. So step by step, the basic things, I can start that. Yes, Mirza, any doubts? Yes, Seema.
Hello?
Yes, Seema.
Yeah, no, I think I'm good for now.
Yeah. You are a trainee or consultant? I don't know.
Sorry?
You are a trainee or consultant?
I mean, I was a consultant. I was working in informatica back in 2013, but after that, I took a break, and yeah, I just want to brush up my skills again.
Okay.
And want to start again.
Right. Okay. Right. Yes.
Yeah.
So these are the overview of the informatica. If you want to learn informatica, I tell right these three technologies also requirement. I can provide all the documents. I can put the practical knowledge here. The informatica each and every scenario I can explain that. You can build us these all the scenarios, and within my training I can share the software. So once share the software, I mean install all your machines. Once install the machines, each and every scenario you are going to build the scenarios yourself within the training in front of me. I can explain the scenario, you can build it yourself. That's the assignment level, I can give that. Yes. Okay, any more?
Yeah, and what is the version you are going to teach?
Training is the 9.6 is the version. The software is available still. This is 9.6.
9.6. Okay.
Yes. Any version the same logic. There is no difference, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Right. Any more, please? Right. First of all, any more, please? That's all my side. Any doubts, please?
Yeah, like, would you be showing us like real-time scenarios and projects?
Yes, that's what I'm saying, right? What I'm showing or what job you are going to building, these all the things you need to apply within your project. That is the scenarios, right? I can explain all the scenarios. These all the scenarios you can apply that according to your requirement. Project by project
Uh,
variation should be there, right? One project is there, you are going to router here, or maybe one more project, go to the aggregator or sorting. Yes or no, right? So all the scenarios I can explain that. Based on your project, you can go to use that. These are all the scenarios within
no,
your project.
Nagesh,
Yes, yes, please.
actually, my main requirement is like at the end of this training, I want one real-time full project extension in which, I mean, what would be the requirement, actual requirement, and how that requirement got implemented. And that is real time, because in interview they will ask you such questions
Yes,
like what would be the data size actual you would be loading, that kind of question, and then you will get blank that time, even though you will complete this training.
yes,
So that is my main requirement. I'm looking for that through this training.
right. That much of surety I can give that. That is scenario level, entry based level, or project based level. I can explain the trainings.
You will explain.
The scenario, the real time scenarios, right?
No. I mean, okay, okay, that's fine.
Yes or no? For example, here within your project, you can get the one scenario, right? One task level. So how you can build out the task? That is like a scenario, right? Task levels. I can give you one task, you can build in the job, right? In the project. Yes or no? What is the task? What is the sources? How to build it? That type of knowledge I can share that. Once training is ended, you are going to log your project. You can build your project. This much of assurance I can give that.
Mm-hmm.
That 30 days of the duration, not the playing hours. This is a totally
When
project
you
based on
say
that or scenario by scenario. The tool level, I can explain that. In the real time also, within your project, the same thing is there. But you need to practice them more. That's all.
will you be able to help out in preparing the resume?
I said right
I
before that.
mean,
I
will
can
you be
provide
able
the
to provide
software,
the
I can build
project?
the resume, I can build the resume,
Mm-hmm.
I will share the resume, I will take the mock interview also, the Skype interview.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Right.
Okay, sounds good. Mm-hmm.
And it's also including the references, right?
No. Only training I can provide
No.
that. Not the reference, not the support, not the interviews. I mean proxies.
No,
I don't
because in
provide that.
the yeah resumes, they ask for references too.
Sorry. I can provide that this is the training. You can self. Once training is over, you are able to work on that. This much assurance I give that. No need of other help. You can get the job. Why go to the others? No need of the help. You get the idea, right? What is informatica? You can get the idea. You can face the interview. You can get the job. Once you get the job, you can log in the project. Within the project, these all this. What are the training duration? The 30 days duration. What is scenarios? I can say that these all the things you can apply that in the project. Yes, yes, Mirsha. Shima, please. I have the time, please. Any more, please? Right. So that's all my side. If any queries, please let me know.
Yeah, I was not clear about the reference thing. Is because the guy I talked to, Sunil.
Your
Uh,
organizer give the reference. As a trainer, I am not giving any references. Your
oh,
consultancy will maybe
uh,
give the reference. I am the trainer. I can
Okay.
give the training.
Right.
Yes, sir.
So he will be the one taking care of the
Yes,
references and
as
all.
a trainer, I can give the training. Reference, maybe your consultancy will give the references.
Right. For that thing, I have to talk to
Yes,
Sunil, my coordinator.
right. Shima, any more, please?
I mean, I want the course content. Please email me also.
Right. I will send to your consultancy the mail to them, so they will forward to you. Please.
Okay. Okay.
So your
Mhm.
consultant is the ARO, right? He is the consultant. So I will
Thank you.
right. I will share to him. They will share to you. Okay.
Okay.
Right. Have a good day. Thank you. Thank you very much. Bye. Any more, please, before log out?
Okay. No, no.